Hello everybody, my name is Renee and welcome to the Go Within channel, where I help people to go within themselves to find their own answers. I'm shooting out by the river. You might catch some geese in the background. They've been kind of moving around. It's still pretty chilly, so at least we have the sun out, so that feels really nice. I'd like to talk to you today about neediness. Ooh, I know, it's kind of a sensitive topic, but let's go there anyway. Usually, or sometimes what we hear people say is, all you gotta do is just fill up your own cup. Everything you need is all within you. You just have to figure it out and there you go. Now, to some people when they hear this, it's absolutely liberating. It's like, oh good, I'm off the hook. And for other people, it just throws them off the cliff and it makes them feel worse. The last thing they want to hear is, another thing I'm not doing right and all I have to do is look within myself and then I'll find it. I already feel like I'm missing a lot. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to look within. I don't know what is within. So, neediness, I think, is often coming from this lack of believing in ourselves, from knowing who we are, and from having a sort of core of confidence and self-worth. We don't know who we are. So how is it that I can look within myself and figure this out? Not gonna happen. How do I fill up my own cup? I don't know where to begin to fill up my own cup. I don't have the tools for that. You are not alone if this is how you feel. So I think one of the roots of neediness is that many times people who are needy did not grow up in an environment where they had the space and the permission or the encouragement to get to know who they were, to get to know facets of their personality, what they liked and didn't like, what they were drawn to or what they didn't want to do. They usually did not have choice. What they had to do was to blend into the people around them, to fit in. They learned how to be an expert fitter-inner, a chameleon. And they became people pleasers. And that's what they did to survive in that environment. And that was necessary at that time. The problem is that later in life as an adult, it makes a mess. It makes a mess of your relationships, perhaps with coworkers, maybe with your children, and you don't know why. So I'm not going to tell you, fill up your own cup. Done. Check that box. What I am going to encourage you to do, and I say this with a little bit of hesitation, is to start to get to know yourself and to go to those places where you feel some discomfort. So if you find yourself saying, well, yeah, I'd like to take this trip, I'd like to go here and there, but I don't have anyone to do that with, and I feel weird when I'm alone. My question is, how comfortable are you with you? Are you comfortable being alone? Are you comfortable in your own skin? Because if you're not, you could find someone to do those things with, and that person will kind of cover that up. You wouldn't have to deal with those feelings while someone else is there with you. But that issue still exists kind of under the rug. That hole within your heart, that space, that wound is still there. And it will always be there until you start to kind of clean it out and let it heal. And cleaning out a wound is never fun. Let's be honest. It's not enjoyable. It doesn't feel good. But the results it will give us will feel good. The results will bring us more peace and happiness and feeling more whole and complete on our own. So many of us got this wound, and I will never judge anyone who has that. It's not like you chose to be that way. It's like I said earlier, it's what you had to do to survive in that environment. But now, if you are no longer in that space, we can do something about it. We can start to go into that uncomfortable space where our mind starts kicking up all these feelings and all these thoughts and maybe perhaps a lot of criticism and judgment. What's wrong with you? You don't know what you want? Look at the people, other people your age. They're doing so much better than you. Look at you. You're all alone, and everyone else has someone with them, a family or a significant other. And look at you. The mind can be just nasty and mean. So when that voice comes up, let's say you do decide to do something out of your comfort zone, even without somebody, and your mind starts throwing all this crap at you, this is your golden opportunity to talk back to it, realize it's there, and say, all right, I'm doing this anyway. Yes, I hear you. I know you're there. I am going forward anyway. I am going to enjoy the hell out of myself. I am determined. I'm going to have a good time. I like myself. I love myself. Get real with that voice. Talk back to it. And every time you do that, every time you take that little step and you say, no, I'm not going to feel bad. I am okay. I'm more than okay. And every time you do that, you reclaim a little bit more of yourself. You start to patch up that wound and you start to heal. I know this is tough stuff, but that's why I'm here, is to help you through that process. So that's it for today, and I hope that has helped. If you have questions, comments, as always, please leave it for me below the video. I so much appreciate you watching, and thank you for sharing and subscribing. That is all for today. I'll catch you next time.